I know you guys. Yeah, I went to your restaurant, remember? What's your restaurant called? How are you? Galileo. That's the restaurant, right? And what's your name? Chiro. Chiro? I fucked that up. It's Chiro. Well, you know a restaurant called Galileo? He runs that restaurant. Give it up for that guy. Yeah. That's a great restaurant. He let me eat there for free, like a whole big night with some friends. I swear to God, he saw me at the show last time and he... Oh, you came to collect, yeah. Yeah, drink up. Get this guy Diet Coke or something. I don't drink a lot, you know. My family calls me an old soul, and my friends call me a pussy. My friends drink anywhere. My friends drink at the laundromat. I tried drinking at the laundromat. I thought I was in a submarine, navigating the sea of dirty panties with my Spanish-speaking crew. I was like, Mrs. Sanchez, set the coordinates to permanent press. Rita, the engines are stalling. Get me some quarters and another drink. This place is starting to look like a laundromat. Yeah, we clapped on that one a little bit. That's exciting. A lot of sports analogies with drinking, like pregame and party foul. I like to make up my own. The other day I was like, oh, I pulled a hamstring. My friend was like, what does that mean? I was like, oh, I threw up on your couch. And then I did it again, and I was like, 30 love. I like it when people clap at my shows, you know, because it's like, you gotta clap. It's like, what if I died after the show? You'd feel awful. You'd be like, that guy sucked. Yeah, and then he died. He died? We should have clapped. No, it's too late now. It's over. You had your chance. I'm already dead. Fun being in Washington, D.C. I lived here for a while, and I was here, when I was living here, there was a 112-car pileup on the highway. 112. I can understand the first 100. But the last group of 12 is a bunch of morons. There's 100 cars crashed in front of you. 100 cars. The brake pedal's right there. When they have car crashes in movies, I found out they use candy glass for the windshields, and it's actually made of candy. I think they should have that in every car. That way you get in an accident, you're like, yeah, I got in an accident, but there was candy everywhere. It was like a Hyundai Piñata. Listening to this rapper Busta Rhymes lately, and sometimes he'll have a really good rhyme. He'll say his name afterwards. He'll be like, Cat in the Hat, and that was that. Busta Rhymes. I really like that. I'd like to do that with jokes. Like, I like drinking coffee, but if I ever reach a point in my life where the best part of waking up is Folgers in my cup, I'm not sure I want to wake up. Mike Birbiglia. I was watching the sports on the news the other day, and they spelled tennis wrong on the screen, and then they mispronounced Pete Sampras' name, and then I realized I was watching the Spanish channel. And I was like, Spanish people are terrible at spelling. That was a lull joke. That was smooth. It sat down here. Sometimes when I do a joke and it doesn't get a lot of laughs, it kind of feels like I'm performing jazz, you know? Because the audience is just like... I'm like, that's kind of cool, because jazz is cool, but then I'm like, wait a minute, sometimes jazz sucks. Maybe I'm the Kenny G of comedy. Maybe I think I sound like this, like bang ba bang ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum, and in fact I sound like this. Ba na 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 na. Mike Birbiglia. went to a funeral recently, and they handed out Kleenex at the beginning of the funeral, which I thought was cocky. Like, wait till you get a load of this funeral. You're gonna cry and cry. She's so dead. Someone's cell phone off at this funeral, and they took the call. If you take a cell phone call at a funeral, you gotta have a really good excuse. Like, it's the guy who just died, and he's calling from the coffin, and he's trying to get out. Whenever someone passes away, they always say they're in a better place. I always get worried. What if heaven's not a better place? What if it's just like a similar place? What if it's just like a Wendy's in Ohio, you know? You show up, you're all confused. You're like, Grandpa, what are you doing here? And he's like, this is heaven. And you're like, this can't be heaven. He's like, have you tried the Frosty? Yeah, and then it all starts to make sense. You're like, of course hamburgers should be square. That way you get 4 bonus bites with no bun. I always get worried. You get to heaven, and God will be too nice. Like the kind of guy who's so nice it's kind of annoying, you know? Like, you want a back rub? Let's go play tennis, you know? And you're like, we get it, God. You're nice. Or like really nice but way out of touch. Like, who wants some figs and honey? I think hell's gonna be a similar place. I think hell's just gonna be like waiting in line at the post office, you know? And there's like 13 windows, but only 2 are open on that day. And Satan's the guy behind you who smells like peanut butter, and he's humming the Golden Girls theme, and every once in a while he's like, you'd think they'd have more people working. And you're like, thanks, Blanche.